Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Ghana has held a solemn state funeral for the victims of the recent helicopter crash that claimed 8 lives, including 2 cabinet ministers. Earlier in the week, 2 Muslim victims were laid to rest in accordance with Islamic rites. President John Mahama, senior government officials and members of the diplomatic corps gathered on Friday to pay their final respects. DW's Eric Mawenegbeta concludes our coverage of this national tragedy with scenes from the funeral.
Ghana paid its final respects on Friday to the gallant 8, as a nation has come to call them, in a solemn state burial held at the iconic Black Star Square. 6 of the fallen heroes were laid to rest with full honors, their coffins draped in the national flag, as President John Mahama, government officials, dignitaries and citizens gathered to mourn and celebrate their sacrifice. Earlier in the week, 2 of the victims were accorded state burials in line with Islamic customs and traditions, ensuring that all 8 received the recognition they deserved. The tragic helicopter crash that claimed their lives has sparked widespread calls for a comprehensive overhaul of Ghana's military resources and systems, as a nation and especially the bereaved families begin the painful journey of healing. Investigations into the cause of the accident are already underway. Foreign Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa disclosed that international assistance has been secured to help uncover the circumstances surrounding the crash, as Ghana seeks answers and accountability.
A 2-day national dialogue has kicked off in Pretoria, South Africa, aimed at addressing critical challenges such as unemployment and crime. Spearheaded by the ruling African National Congress, ANC, the event brings together leaders from government, politics, business, civil society, and religious groups. While many view the initiative as a vital step forward, critics argue it was hastily organized. DW's Suso Kumalo has more in this report.
South Africa's long-awaited National Convention has opened in Pretoria, with delegates vowing to shape a year-long dialogue on the nation's challenges, but the event is already mired in controversy. Critics slam the estimated $40 million prize tag and accuse President Cyril Ramaphosa of hijacking a process they say should be citizen-led. Several political parties and legacy organizations have boycotted the talks, raising doubt about whether it can truly be called a national dialogue when so many voices are missing.
We are gathered to listen to each other, to understand one another, and to chart a common path forward for our country.
Meanwhile, in Johannesburg, the family of late Zambian President Edgar Lungu is preparing to appeal a Pretoria High Court ruling that mandates the repatriation of his body to Zambia for a government-led burial. The legal challenge could reignite political tensions surrounding the former leader's legacy. And finally, the African Union has endorsed a campaign to replace the outdated Mercator map, which advocacy groups say distorts Africa's true size while exaggerating regions like North America and Greenland. Organizations such as Africa No Filter and Speak Up Africa are calling for the adoption of the Equal Earth map, which offers a more accurate representation. The AU argues that the Mercator projection has contributed to harmful stereotypes and that this change aligns with its mission to restore Africa's rightful place on the global stage. The movement echoes earlier efforts that led Google Maps to switch to a 3D globe view in 2018. Campaigners are now urging the UN and World Bank to follow suit. And that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe to our channel, DW Africa. I'm Ajua Tinkrama Domina.